Hello and welcome to the session on Project Management Lifecycle. Before we move forward, here is the learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to uniquely identify, to choose and adopt a best fit project management lifecycle. A project management lifecycle is a sequence of processes which includes scoping, planning, launching, monitoring and controlling, closing. A valid project management lifecycle always starts with a scoping process and ends with a closing process. All five processes must be done at least once and may be repeated any number of times in some logical order. Here the figure shows how the five project management life cycles models are distributed across the four quadrants of projects. Here note that there is some overlap. It would be seen that as the project solution and its requirement becomes less clear, the best fit PMLC could be chosen from among the linear, incremental, iterative, adaptive or extreme. The decision as to which of these five PMLCs is best for the project is based on factors that include solution clarity. For projects that are near to the boundaries of traditional project management or agile project management, will always have a judgment call to make as to which PMLC model is the best fit model. Project management mature from a simple approach based on Gantt chart to a multidisciplined array of tools, maybe templates and processes tailored to fit all types of situations. Project management is no longer just another tool in the toolkit of an engineer. There will continue be applications for which the old ways are still appropriate. There is a whole new set of applications for which the old ways are totally inappropriate. The projects that fall into the TPM quadrant are familiar to the organizations. Many infrastructure projects will fall in the TPM quadrant. The client has clearly specified the goal and the project team has defined how they will reach that goal. They are focused on delivering according to time and budget constraints and rely on more compliance to plan and then delivering business values. Low complexity projects are simple. These characteristics will often be attributable to the fact that projects rings of familiarity. It may be straightforward applications of established business rules and therefore take advantage of existing design and coding. Because these projects have been done many times and they will often depend on relatively complete set of templates for their execution. Few scope change requests. So here the assumption is that the RBS and WBS are relatively someone needs to decide if the request warrants an analysis by a project team manager. The project manager must assign the request to the appropriate team member. The assigned team member conducts the analysis and writes the project impact statement. The project manager informs the client of the recommendations. The project manager and client must take a decision as to whether the change will be approved and if so, how it will be accomplished. If the scope change request is approved, the project scope, cost, schedule, resource requirements and client acceptance criteria are updated. Low risk. The requirement for TPM project is their environment is known as predict. All that happen to put the project at risk and has occurred in the past, and there were well tested and well used mitigation strategies that can be used. The client is confident that they have done a great job identifying the requirements, functions, and features, and they are not likely to be changed. Experienced and skilled project teams. Past projects can be good training grounds for the project teams. The team members will have the opportunities to learn and enhance their skills. These skills and the competencies are the critical success factors in all projects. Plan driven TPM projects, because all of the informations that could be known about the project is known and considerably stable. Based on the requirements, desired functionality, and specific features, a complete project plan can be developed. Linear project management lifecycle. The figure shows here the linear model approach to project management. The 5 process groups are executed once in the order shown in the figure. There is no looping back to repeat a process group based on the learning from the latter process group. So this is a major weakness of all linear PMLC models, in that the knowledge gained from one process group, such as launching, cannot be used to revise and improve the deliverable from a previously completed process group, such as scoping process. There is no going back to improve deliverables. For example, suppose the project involves development of a software application. The monitoring and controlling phase includes a system development lifecycle, which might simple consist of design, build, test, and implementation. Incremental project management lifecycle. So here all this incremental release happens in the linear fashion as shown in figure. So here in the end the solution is the same as if the linear PMLC model had been followed. The project ends with the same deliverable and approximately the same time. There is some additional management overhead associated with the incremental PMLC model. The first difference to do with scope change request. In linear PMLC model, these are not expected or encouraged. The second difference is related to how the full solution is decomposed into partial solutions whose development would then be planned, and agile project management. A critical problem without a known solution. These are the projects that must be done and you have to no choice, because there is no known solutions. A TPM approach which requires a complete RBS and WBS, that will not work. A previously untapped business opportunity. Here the company is losing out a business opportunity and must find a way to take advantage of it through a new or revamped product or a service offering. Change driven APM project. Here the TPM projects were plan driven and the APM projects are change driven. This is the significant difference. Iterative project management lifecycle. Here the objective is show the client and the intermediate. Okay. The extreme model. The extreme model of PMLC shown in this particular diagram, it is very nature and it is unstructured. The extreme PMLC model is shown in the diagram. It is designed to handle projects with fuzzy goals or the goals that cannot be defined because the exploratory nature of the extreme project. Here pause the video, think and answer. The answer is A. Here is my reference. Thank you.